Hi everyone, I'm Cody Orm.
And I'm Ninja Jordan.
And today we are at TCAF.
TCAF.
So what does that stand for?
Toronto Comics Art Festival.
And so this is a way that you could come meet your favorite independent artists, your favorite independent web comic artists, your favorite independent game developers, try out some of their stuff, look at what they're working on, and just have a quick chat with them.
I mean, you don't have to meet your favorites. You can come meet new people that you don't know about, and they'll be here. They'll be like signing stuff and giving things to you for money, so you can come down and do that too. It's a big art festival.
Yeah, for sure. Keep your eyes glued to CGM's YouTube channel. We have interviews coming your way. And a quick shout out to Comic Bento. If you go to comicbento.com and use the promo code CGMag in all caps, you can get $5 off a free, or not a free subscription.
Not a free subscription, but Comics Bento subscription. So they'll send you a box of comics, graphic novels, whatever you like.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to take a look at what's around?
Yeah, for sure. Let's go.
do it.
Hi, I'm Lisa from CG Magazine, and we're at TCAF talking with Takashi, who's the art director for 13 AM Games, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his new game, Runbow.
Yes. So Runbow is an action party game just released last year on the Wii U. So it's a party game. So we have different game modes, but they're all focused on a party. It's up to 9 players, local multiplayer and online. And we are very colorful, as you can see. So the basics of the game is that color on the background is going to keep changing, and whenever color comes in, it erases every platform and every obstacle of that color. So background is green, and the platform is green. If you cannot see something, it doesn't exist. That's the premise on the overall game. We have different game modes. We have single player campaign. We have a challenge mode. We have online. We have Run, which is a race to the end level. We have King of the Hill. We have Arena, and we have an asymmetrical gameplay, which is 8 players against the gamepad, and the gamepad just tries to mess up everyone and tries to defeat everyone. So it's a lot of it's a very loud game because it's for crowds, but it's a lot of fun as well.
Yeah, very cool. So where'd you guys come up with the idea for Runbow?
So the first idea came out back in 2014, if I'm not mistaken, on the Global Game Jam. That's when it started. We had the first prototype there in 48 hours. And the core of the game was just a run mode, so racing to the end of the level, and the color mechanic was already there. Okay. When we started, we wanted to put as many players as possible. We started with 8, but when we moved to the Wii U, we discovered that we could do 9. So, and also we have 9 people in the office, so why not, right? Have everyone play.
Great. And so what made you guys go with this particular design choice?
So the art style, we chose because we had bright colors already from the first build of the game. We decided to think of art styles that matched with bright, bold colors and very high contrast. And we inspired in 60s cartoons and Saul Bass and posters from that period. So that's why we chose this art style, and it's very colorful. It's also friendly for kids and also appeals to adults as well.
Well, that's really great. Thank you very much for speaking with us, Takashi. It was very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And enjoy the rest of your TCAF.
Thanks, you too.
Bye.
Hi everyone, I'm Cody Orm for CG Magazine, and I'm here with John Green of Teen Boat.
Hey, how's it going?
So, the second graphic novel of Teen Boat is out. What can fans expect from this new series?
Well, they can expect everything to be bigger and better. There's more explosions, there's more drama. Teen Boat goes on a quest of self-discovery. We like to think of the first Teen Boat book as like Teen Boat the TV series, and the second one is like Teen Boat the movie.
Okay, so for those who don't know what Teen Boat is, and they should read it because it's hilarious, how would you describe it to someone that's new?
Well, it is the only graphic novel about a teenager who can transform into a small yacht. It features the angst of being a teen and the thrill of being a boat.
That is the best tagline I've ever heard. How did you come up with the idea for this?
Well, the writer, Dave Roman, and I, we were doing comics prior to Teen Boat, and we were on a really long bus trip going to and from a comic convention. And we started talking about things like after-school specials and just Saturday morning cartoons and Transformers. And we were thinking of obscure things that robots and whatnot could turn into. And we thought of a teenager turning into things. And I had remembered this cartoon called Turbo Teen that Dave had never heard of at the time, and he thought it was the most amazing thing ever. And then I said, well, it wasn't really a good show. And he says, well, it was a great idea. And I'm like, well, I guess the idea could have been something different. It could have been not as cool. It could have been like Teen Boat. And Dave said, boats are cool too. That would be awesome. And I literally said, well, what would it be about? The angst of being a teen and the thrill of being a boat? And he said yes.
Hi, I'm Lisa at TCAF, and I'm talking to Brett, the creator of Super Science Friends. So, Brett, tell us a little bit about Super Science Friends.
It's a show that's kind of like the X-Men or the Avengers, where it's an ensemble cast, but instead of being superheroes, it's historical scientists who have superpowers.
Wow, that's awesome. How did you come up with the idea?
I came up with it. We were actually, the animation studio I work at, we were working on a commercial that for a company down in Kansas about electricity, and they were using some different scientists to prove a point of like, hey, be smart, be like these guys. And so we were kind of in that headspace of these historical scientists, and we were looking into them and reading about how weird they were and just how bizarre the characters were.
Yeah.
And so one night I was just at home playing video games, and I was just sketching randomly, and I came up with an idea that ended up becoming this.
Oh, that's very fantastic. So what's the future for Super Science Friends now?
Well, we're here at TCAF selling some of our comics that we got from our Kickstarter that we did in late 2014. And we're just started animating the second episode last week.
Oh, that's excellent. So who's your favorite Super Science Friend?
I kind of like Marie Curie is probably my favorite, but I also like Freud because everyone really doesn't like him. So I feel like he needs somebody to be on his side. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, Brett, thank you so much for coming to talk to us today. Really appreciate it. I hope you're having a good time at TCAF.
Having a great time.
Great. All right. See ya.
Hi everyone, I'm Cody Orm here for CGM. We're here at TCAF, and I'm here with Keith Maxey of Red Meat Games. How you doing?
Great.
And so you're showing off Superhero VR?
Yeah, that's right. Superhero VR is our action RPG that we're making. It's in virtual reality. The idea is that they always say when you put on a Oculus Rift or an HTC Vive that you feel like a superhero. We took that literally, and we actually make you a superhero now.
Okay, so in what ways do you do that?
Well, we start off, we have different powers that we give the player, so we base them off of attack, defense, motion, and utility. And then each one of those powers has a different effect based on which element type you're part of. So earth, fire, water, and air.
Okay, and people who are trying it out right now, we have a demo. What are they doing?
So a lot of people right now are just getting used to what the HTC Vive controls are. So the Vive controls are really focused on getting into the experience, what it's like to be in the Vive, so that they actually feel that the immersion level, the presence of being in VR. And then also they're trying out a few different motion controls. We have flight and super jump that's currently in there, and we have a series of different attack and defensive powers.
Okay, so what does the HTC Vive add to the game that you wouldn't get on like a normal console?
Well, you get a variety of different things. Number one, you get the physical sensation of being there. Rather than having a two-dimensional screen so many feet away from you, you actually are the camera in the game. So it actually feels like you're right there at that level of presence. And what the Vive does is that allows you to play what's called room scale VR. So you're in a room that's approximately 3 meters by 3 meters. You can take over that whole room and physically move in that entire space. So that's why we have this gated off area here, so that the players can actually walk around that entire space. Also, when they're reaching out with their controllers, they're effectively blindfolded from all the other people, so it's a safety issue, so that people aren't getting poked in the eye with one of these controllers. Other than that, we also have the ability in the game to physically pick up objects and then you throw them with your arms, which is something you don't do on a controller. I pick up with X and I throw with Y, right? It's a very simple process. In this one, you actually physically take on those actions in order to do the ultimate performance goal that you're looking for.
And when can people expect to get their hands on this game?
Well, we're in an early development stage right now. We're about 2.5 months in on development, and we're planning on actually having our demo done next month. After that, that'll be our first sort of alpha level stage. And then after that, we're planning on having the game done by early to mid 2017.
Great. Thanks for doing the interview. I very appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Cody.
All right.
Hi. So,
We saw lots of cool stuff.
Totally. That was they're turning off the lights. We are getting kicked out. Thanks for watching.